Hey guys, Team Fail here with a new segment that I'm going to do. It's going to be called How Do You Build It? And it's going to be a segment about how to use unconventional cards in maybe meta decks or, building a whole deck altogether. And that's what I'm going to show today is how to build knights. I'm going to give you ideas on how to build knights. I don't have all the cards, so I can't show you a whole knight deck. But I'm going to give you some tips and some ideas that I have since there's no really good knight deck out there yet. So, if you're going to build a knight deck, there's one card that is staple at 4. You're going to need 4 of these, and that's Knight Exemplar. Okay, so Knight Exemplar has first strike for 2/2 and 3, and also gives other knights you control +1/+1 and indestructible. If you can get 2 of these out, you'll have indestructible Knight Exemplars. Now they can only remove them. So this can set up a lot of plays, plus it makes your other knights indestructible, meaning that you can pretty much just swing with everything and win. What are they going to do? They're all +1/+1. Plus, if you have Battlecry from Hero of Bladeholt, it gets ridiculous. Yes, the soldier tokens can be destroyed, but if you're swinging with this, well, you have Knight Exemplar out swinging also. This is going to be a 3/2. Let's say if I don't have another one. 3/2. And this is going to be, 4/5 with 2 tokens that are going to be 2/1s each. So, this gets pretty ridiculous, especially if you have 2 of these out in the field. Then this would be a 5/6, and this would be a 4/3, and the other one would be a 4/3, all swinging. Since this is only a 3-drop, it makes it pretty broken because you can play this out. And next turn, you can play this for your 4. Pretty good. Quarter Paladin, this card is ridiculous, 3/1 with Battlecry for 2, costs 1 and 1 white, so you can get this out the next turn, and then he becomes indestructible, so you can swing with the 4/2, and then get this out, and pretty much it gets ridiculous, or get a second one of those out. You're going to want to run 4 of each of these 3, and 4 Meriden Crusaders, double strike, protection from black and protection from green for 3. It's a 2/2. It's also a knight. They shouldn't have made this a knight because it makes it ridiculous. It's going to get pluses off of this, pluses off of this, pluses off of this, and you're going to swing for about usually 3 or 4. So you're going to swing with that. They take it. They take 8. They're going to block it every time, leaving other things open. So this guy can get pretty big really fast. Since it's a 3-drop and get out quick. Another card that you might want to run 2 or 3 of, if not 4, is Leonin Skyhunter. It's 2/2 flying knight for 2 white. You're going to run all white most likely. And so this card's just going to be flying and with battle cries and the +1/+1 that I can get from Knight Exemplar. Pretty much they're going to have to block a 3/3 indestructible, and yeah, that's pretty ridiculous. A card that you're going to need if you run this deck, just in case something happens to your Knight Exemplars or, your Meriden Crusaders or whatever, is 2 Sun Titans. I would run 2, just for the simple fact that you can keep getting them back, and if they keep dying, keep getting it back. Maybe you can run 1, but I would advise running 2 Sun Titans. You can get back your 3 convert mana cost, and he'd be your highest cost guy. And when you swing with him, if you have battle cries, he goes up, and he's already a 6/6 with vigilance, so he doesn't even need to tap. A card that you're going to run 2 or 3 of, and you have to, is Day of Judgment. Okay, having 2 Knight Exemplars out on the field, Day of Judgment, you lose nothing. It comes out, you have a ton of creatures, they have no creatures, you swing for game. This is going to be your main win condition usually. You're just going to swarm the field, Day of Judgment, swing. And they're just going to be like, yeah, that's no good. 1 condemn, I would say 2 maybe if you're facing aggros, like Eldrazi Ramp or whatever. But I would advise running 1 just to bounce it back to the bottom of their deck. I'd run 2 Journey of the Nowheres just for monster removal on their side of the field. Also, if this goes to the graveyard and their guy comes back, you can play Sun Titan, get it back, and put it on their guy. So, it's pretty good. This card is crucial in this deck, and that is Ratchet Bomb. Same thing with Day of Judgment. You're going to pretty much play this out, get it to 2 or 3, and just take out their little guys without having to worry about your guys because they're indestructible. A card that you're going to need is 4 Arid Mesas just to search out your planes. You're just going to pretty much run planes. So you're just going to tap, sack, and get your planes so you can thin your deck a little bit. 1 Mystifying Maze just for bigger creatures to get rid of them. This card can get rid of, Emeralds and stuff like that till the end of the turn. It's still better than not getting rid of it, so I mean, just get rid of it and yeah, swing. This card is a bad card unless you're going for game, and that's Contested Warzone. Wicked good in this deck. Run only 1. Repeat, run only 1. Because you're only going to use this if you can go for game. You have the 1 mana open, you play this out, you tap 1, give +1/+1 to all my guys, swing. And your opponent's just going to be like, well, that's no fun. And you win. Mimic That. You're going to use this to make copies of your Knight Exemplars. Just in case they do die, you can put this in. You don't need this. This is an optional card. But there are combos where you can put this out, make your blade holds and just swing. You keep the tokens. Pretty good. So Mimic That is pretty good in this deck. I would run 2 to probably 2 if you're going to run it. And there is another variation of this deck, and that is white red. So pretty standard. What you're going to run in white red is Hero of Oxid Ridge. The reason why you're going to run him is because he's a haste battlecry, and he's a 4/2 knight for 4. So you can swing with him, and if he has indestructible, you pretty much win. If you have a paladin on the field, the quarter paladin, a quarter paladin gets in for free for 4 damage, as long as he swings. So if you're swinging with him, that guy gets through for 4 free damage. If you have other battlecry guys in, he's going to go through with more. If you have Knight Exemplar, you don't really have to worry about either getting destroyed, so it doesn't matter if they get through. But it's like swing, okay, they get +1/+0, all 1 cost, get through. So pretty good in the red variation. And obviously you're going to run 4 lightning bolts just to get rid of their monsters and swing with your guys. And a card that you're going to need to run is Pyroclasm. You don't have to worry about destroying your own guys since they're most likely going to be indestructible. So this would be a key card. And if you're going to run the white-red, you definitely have to run Arid Mesa, so you don't get stuck with just reds, just whites. You're going to run less reds than you are whites because the main creatures are in white, but having red also gives you more monster removal, creature removal, and allows you to do different plays than just the white straight version where you're just going to go all aggro. This has a little bit more of a control aspect to it. You can lightning bolt off, playing small creatures at first, then start boom, 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 getting out big creatures. Both are aggro, but in different ways. And yeah, so hopefully soon I'll finish my deck with Tezzeret. I should be getting another one this weekend, hopefully. I also still need 2 Mox Opals. Nobody really wants to trade their Mox Opals. Why, I don't know. But, yeah, so I'm getting 2, 3 of those, and probably 2 of those. So I'm going to be like 5 cards off of finishing the deck, and yeah. So make sure you guys rate, subscribe, comment, check out Nick's MTG, and I'll see you guys later.